Good day everyone. Today we will have another topic which is very important in our civil service review, identifying assumptions and conclusions. So one of the topics in the civil service examination is these assumptions and conclusions. Before we proceed to the computation and discussion of this topic, so let's have some important tips in our topic. So, dapat bago tayo pumunta dun sa understanding and of course computation of this one is we have to understand the important definition or characteristics of assumptions and conclusions. So when we talk about identifying assumptions and conclusion, so this is often tricky and considered the hardest in the civil service examination. Most of the takers usually find difficulty in answering this kind of item question in the civil service examinations. So take note, this is tricky and considered the hardest in the civil service examination. Assumptions are the unstated information needed to be valid for the conclusion to hold true. In these assumptions and conclusions, there are statements which usually given by the author, and you should not be so serious about this statement since this is for assumptions. On the other hand, conclusions are made based on the assumptions given. So conclusion needs to agree with the given assumptions. Take note that conclusions are made based on the assumptions given. So our statement assumptions must be read properly and kailangan nating mabigyan ng attention para ang conclusion natin ay mag-agree doon sa given assumptions. Ito yung mga quick tips for finding assumptions and conclusions. Number one, an assumption is information not stated in the argument that must be true for the argument's conclusion to hold true. Look for the missing or unstated premise so that makes the conclusion valid. So that is the characteristics of an assumption. Number two is conclusion. The conclusion must be based on the given premises or premise. So we have to check if the answer has a connection with the given assumption. Later, mabibigyan ko yan ng example kung paano yung conclusion na sinasabi. In number three, we have to eliminate off-topic arguments. If the given choices are not in any way connected with a given statement, we have to eliminate these unrelated answers. So take note of that. Dapat nating tanggalin yung mga hindi kasama sa magiging topic arguments sa ating assumptions and conclusions. In number 4, we have to eliminate two broad answers kasi may mga answers na very broad. So we have to eliminate on it. Check for answers which are opposite with a given statement. So later, tingnan natin kung mayroong mga answers which are opposite with a given statement. In number 5, the correct assumption must connect the evidence to the conclusion. We have to try to come up with one or several assumptions that underpin the argument. So we have to show that the evidence given is relevant to the conclusion offered. So take note of the correct assumptions. Here we can get the evidence whether it is relevant to the conclusion being offered. At yung number 6 naman is try to analyze the cause and effect relationship and see if the conclusion resulted because of the circumstances given in the assumption. Now, here course, I give you the 6 very important quick tips for our assumptions, our topic assumptions and conclusions. We have to remember, so there are things to remember in this topic. The word all, the word some, and the word no. So this contribute a lot in our topic. So when we say all, we are we represent this as part of our uh, critical analysis of the assumptions. So take note that it is our problem may be presented into Venn diagram. So ano ba ang Venn diagram? Makikita natin yung intersection sa Venn diagram, makikita natin yung uh, pinakabuo ng Venn diagram, merong tinatawag na null relationship, meron tinatawag ding collision or collide. So in all, we have this. Now, for example, we have the word all, how do you call this one? All schools are building. All schools are building. Okay. I repeat, all schools are buildings. So we have to represent all this one. So meaning to say, sabi daw, ang lahat ng school represented by S is building. Okay. So this is the representation of all. No? So all schools, so for example, no, all schools are buildings. We have to understand this statement given by the author. So we cannot say that I think that statement is wrong. So this is just all assumptions. Okay. So all schools are buildings. So this is the representation. Schools are within the small circle, tapos naman yung buildings are in the big circle. Okay? So we have to change this. For example, another example is all frogs. Okay. So all frogs are animals. Of course, we are thinking that frogs are animals. So what are we going to how are we going to represent this? Take note that this we have to draw a small circle first, and that is represented by F, meaning frogs, and this one is the big circle. So here, the small circle is frogs. Take note na malapit siya sa all. No? All frogs are animals. So the big circle, of course, is animals. Letter A. So we can conclude that frogs are animals. See? So within that small circle, this one is, we understood that all frogs are animals. See? So, marunong na kayo mag-intindi kung what is the meaning of this big circle and small circle. So, take note that this one is represented by small one and the other one is the big one, which is all of them are inside the big one. Okay? For example, we have uh, all jeeps or jeepneys are transportation. Ayan. So all jeepneys now are transportation. That's it. Okay. I hope you understand how important all in our assumptions and conclusions. Let's proceed. What about some? So some as we have learned that some, of course, not all, so some of them are included in the rooster, for example. Another one is some animals, or for example, some birds are animals. Okay. So some birds are animals. This is the animals. So this intersection is what we call the collision. So this is represented by the word some. So that you will not be how do you call this one? Confused. So take note that sum in Venn diagram is the intersection of the two important circles, birds and animals. So this is some of the birds are animals. Oh, can you conclude that some animals are birds? Yes. Okay. So can you give another example if you wish to give? So we have uh, uh, since this is already jumped to the next slide. So let's proceed with number 3. No. So how important is this no word in our assumptions and conclusions? For example, we have uh, no birds. No birds are animal. No birds are plants, for example. So no birds are plants. So we need to say there is no relationship between the two. No? So you cannot find any connection between these two. So no birds are plants. Is the this represents as birds, and this one is animals. See, as simple as that. Okay. No teachers are policemen. So another one is, according to the author's idea, no teachers are policemen. So this is a teacher and this is P for policeman. So what can you see is the no connection between the two important words. Important uh, words in our topic. So again, you can still remember what are the three important things to remember in this assumption and conclusion. Number one is what? Number one is all. Okay. So we have to remember this. So number two is some, and number three is no. I'll just be dealing with these three important words in our topic so that later, if we have some important words to remember in this topic, I'll just give you another video for it. Now, if you could not still subscribe with this channel, please click the subscription button, Docmar TV channel, and of course, click the notification bell so that in every videos I make, you will be notified. Please, your subscription is a big help to us, especially the Docmar TV channel extension activities for the poor students of our places. Thank you very much. So let's proceed with example number. Okay, some question number one is statements like this. Some keys are wood. No wood is a knife. So what can you say about the idea here? Of course, we have learned that some keys are wood. So we have to draw two circles. Sabi daw, some keys are wood. Meaning to say, uh, this is key And of course, we have another color which is double. So take note that there is here an intersection, meaning some of the keys are woods, and also we can conclude that wood has something to do with the keys. And no wood is a knife. So meaning to say, uh, if that is no wood, meaning to say, it will we will create another circle here in that is knife. See, so there is no connection between wood and knife, or even keys and knife. So let's study the statements, right? Some words are not knives. Some words are not knives. Down. Correct. So this is check. Some knives are wood. Some knives are woods. Oh, correct. So this is also correct. So we have to answer which of this given is only one follows. Only one follows tama or true? No, because some knives are also wood. So only two follows? No. So because one is also true, and either I or two follows. So this one is okay. And of course, the answer is letter C. And of course, this letter C, either some woods are not knives or some knives are woods. Now, nawa ninyo, I hope you understand the very important use of these circles. So take note that this intersection is an indication that keys are also part of the woods, and woods are also part of the keys. And here we have learned that knives, okay, not is not part of wood or even knife, because it is separated with this one. Number two question. Okay, tingnan natin kung ano ang given statements. No? And if you have this statements, take note that uh, this must be the basis of our conclusions. All pants are closed. So, lahat daw ng pants are closed. So, we have to draw circle muna. Sino bang may-ari ng big circle nito? Ito yung circle ha, kasi hindi masyadong perfect yung paggawa ng circle. So, this one is for clothes, no? So, all pants daw are inside the clothes. So, this is P. Tama? Some clothes are shirts. So, this is clothes. So, some of the clothes are shirts daw. So, ito ang shirts. Okay, so what is the intersection of clothes and shirts? So this is S. Okay, all shirts are wraps. So all shirts now are wraps. So we have to make a big circle engulfing shirts. Since this is I mean shirts are some shirts are clothes. So madadali ito dahil nasa loob siya ng intersection nila with the clothes. So therefore, all shirts daw are rugs. So this is R. And some rugs are slippers. So another circle for rugs. No? So some rugs daw are slippers. So this is slippers. Okay. See? So you can easily identify the relationship between these statements. So, ulitin ko lang ha. All pants daw are clothes. Check. So, letter C. So, this P ay nasa loob ng big circle which is clothes. Some clothes are shirts. So, some clothes are shirts. So, meaning to say, meron silang intersection with this one, no? With the shirt. Okay? And all shirts are rugs. So, yung shirts, dapat mapapaloob siya ng big circle ng rugs. Since ito ay, some of the shirts are clothes, so madadamay itong clothes. So, that's it, no? And some rugs are slippers. So, take note that some rugs, something to do with this, no? Ibig sabihin, part ng rugs ay slippers at part ng slippers ay rugs. Okay? Of course, we have to look at the conclusions. Sabi daw, some rugs are clothes. Tingnan natin. Itong rugs daw ay clothes. Some. Wow! Makikita nyo ngayon na ang some, yung rugs talaga, itong violet, ay kasama ng clothes. So, some of the clothes are rugs. Check. I mean, some rugs are clothes. Some rugs are pants. So, some rugs are pants. So, wrong. So, wala naman silang connection. Huh? Some slippers are clothes. So, itong slippers daw are clothes. So, wrong. Some clothes are shirts. Some clothes are shirts. Very good. So, kasi ito yung clothes, ito naman yung shirts. Check. Okay. Choices. Only 2 and 3 follows. Wrong. Okay. Only 2 follows. Wrong. Only 1 and 4 follows. Very good. So, this will be the answer. So, letter C. Okay. So, I hope you understand what is the importance of the circle, some, all, and no. Okay, in these assumptions and conclusions. Next, number 3. All the dairies are news. Okay, I acknowledge the example given by the author. Okay, all dairies are news. So we have to draw muna. We have to draw news. No? So, news daw. Okay. So, dito ang news. Dairies. So, we have to write here D. So, dairies. Some news are journals. So, tingnan natin kung some no, are journals daw. So, this is J. And some journals are mobiles. Some journals are, so some journals are mobiles. So take note that some, this one is the intersection, and the other one is the intersection with these two significant words in the statement. So let's conclude whether, let's analyze the conclusion given. Some journals now are dairies. So some journals are dairies. Remember, journals and dairies do not connect. So this is wrong. Okay? Some mobiles are news. Some mobiles, this is mobiles, are news. So very far on news, no? No connection. Okay, wrong. Some dairies are journals. Some dairies are journals. Again, D and journals are not connected. Okay. Some dairies are mobiles. Some dairies are mobiles. So this is R. Some dairies are mobile. So wrong. Okay. So because mobile here and the dairies here, so no connection. None follows, letter A. Only 3 follows. Only 2 follows. Only 4 follows. So by merely looking at the drawings or illustrations here, so we can conclude that none of the conclusions follow. So the answer is letter A. Naunawaan nyo? So I hope naunawaan nyo yung ating. So number 4 is, this is number 4, okay? All calculators are tables. All tables are mirrors. Some mirrors are machines, okay? So, of course, we have to draw again big circle. So, big circle is tables. And small circle sa loob ay tinatawag natin calculators. All tables are mirrors. So, lahat daw ng tables are mirrors. So, meaning to say, we have to engulf this circle because the big circle is letter M or mirrors. So, that's it. We have the drawing now. And some mirrors are machines now. Some mirrors are machines. Okay. So this is machine and this is mirrors. Now, nanawaan nyo ba? All calculators now are tables. So ito yung calculators at ito naman yung big circle na tables. All tables are mirrors. So lahat ng tables, although yung calculator sa loob, kasama na siya doon. Doon sa magiging sa loob ng big circle ng mirrors. And some mirrors are machines. So some of it, ito yun. Hindi all ng machines are mirrors. I mean, not all mirrors are machines. So ito lang. Okay? So let's analyze the conclusions. Some machines are tables. Wrong. Because machines here is not connected with this tables. Some calculators are machines. Some calculators are machines. Okay? None. Okay? Because machines and calculator. So, no connection. Some tables are calculators. Some tables are calculators. Do you agree? Some tables are calculators. Or some calculators are tables. So take note that some tables are calculators. So itong some of the calculators are tables. So do you think one of the not only some, kasi lahat ng calculators nga ay tables. So meaning to say, walang some doon sa calculators and tables. Lahat ay calculators. All calculators are mirrors. So, lahat ng calculators daw ay mirrors. So, here, napapalooban ng mirrors yung calculators. Makakapag-decide nga tayo na all tables are also mirrors. No? Pero, in number 3 conclusion, number 4, all calculators are mirrors. So, ito yun. So, what's the answer? Of course, only 4 follows because all calculators are mirrors. Again, inuulit ko, hindi lang sum dito sa number 3 kasi lahat ng calculators, lahat ng tables are calculators. All calculators are tables. Walang sum na calculators. Kundi, nandoon pa rin yung sinasabi natin na all calculators are tables. I hope naunawaan ninyo ang ating lessons about the assumptions and conclusions as part of the logic. Okay. I repeat, in identifying assumptions and conclusions, So in identifying assumptions and conclusions part is often tricky and considered the hardest in the civil service examination. Assumptions are the unstated information needed to be valid for the conclusion to hold true. On the other hand, conclusions are made based on the assumptions given. So conclusion needs to agree with the given assumptions. So I gave you the tips for finding assumptions and conclusions. Number one is the assumption itself, the conclusion where our answers could be based. So we eliminated topic arguments, no? Na hindi kasama. We eliminate two broad answers. The correct assumption must connect the evidence to the conclusion. And number six, we have tried to analyze the cause and effect relationship. And we have seen if the conclusion resulted because of the circumstances given in the assumptions. Okay? Thank you for viewing with reviewing pala. Thank you for reviewing with me, of course. Now, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, bit.ly or bit.ly/DTC572 or bit.ly Docmar TV channel. Now, you can also view my site, of course, www.docmartvchannel.com and bit.ly Docmar sites. Okay. Thank you very much. I hope you learned something about assumptions and conclusions.